It's another episode of Cuff Car Chronicles, the CCC, where we bring you all the details from
the details, the me-tails, the we-tails, and the she-tails.
When you got married to the nurse, because you know that when you are going to get excited, you are throw clothes out. I mean, the first time, you know, you come out of glass case, showcase. So you throw clothes, the nurse say, hold on, brother, keep the place sanitized. Keep the place sanitized. The one who got married to the teacher, immigrant from here to here. And why? She said, when he said, the brother, when me I get on and my figure said me I feel, she said, keep trying.
Stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs. If you had a bad day and you're looking for a smile, bringing hope and joy for a day that was wild. Stuff from the cuffs is here to make things bright. In a world so dark, they're bringing some light. Stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs. Go Bria, go Bill, go Bess, go Brian. Stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs.
What's up, Cufflinks fam?
It's another episode of Cuff Car Chronicles, the CCC, where we bring you all the details from
The details, the me-tails, the we-tails, and the she-tails. I just made that up. Let me go copyright that. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Welcome to all our new subscribers.
That's in the building.
Happy to have you guys. Oh my goodness, we've been so busy. It's been just one thing after the other, but you don't know, I have to catch up with our Cufflinks family with abs too.
Anywhere them see us. I'm a cufflink.
I'm a Cufflink. We love you guys. We love you guys so much. So we are heading to another event, and we just wanted to just catch up with you. And we found two interesting things to talk about, and we want to hear what you think about them as well. Right? We want to hear what you think as well. So the first topic is, do children deserve apologies and explanations? We saw it on Instagram, and persons were chiming in. I saw your response as well under the post. Persons were chiming in, and we want our YouTube family, our Cufflinks family, to chime in as well. Alright, so first of all, let's start with the apologies. Do children deserve apologies? My answer straight off the bat, without having to think about it, without even getting too deep about it, yes. What about you? Yes.
Yeah, so on the apology thing though, without a doubt, you know, children are human too. And when you're wrong, you're wrong. You apologize to anybody else, any human being. It's a lip dry.
Your lip dry.
Apologize to any human being.
I was trying to be subtle about it. We ain't have to say it.
Yeah, the Cufflinks don't say I rough me up moments.
Yeah.
But I think what it is from a cultural and a generational perspective, apologizing to your children may seem weak, may seem wrong to say that you're wrong.
And I'm so happy I don't live according to cultural norms where that is concerned. For me, apologies are important to not only be remorseful for, you know, something that you've done wrong or said wrong, etc. But I think it also teaches them, it's also a learning lesson for them in terms of teaching them that it's okay to apologize when you're wrong. It's okay to admit when you're wrong. I've been apologizing to my children since they were born, even before they could understand. If it is that I probably felt like I lost my cool when I shouldn't have, or I made a mistake with something I did, or if I accidentally accuse them of doing something that they didn't do, or whatever the case is. I am a big supporter and of apologizing to children, and our children apologize too. They apologize for everything, you know, especially when they realize that they've done something wrong. Bella has this style when she's apologizing, she goes, "I'm sorry, please give me another chance." Yeah, Bria apologizes as well. So I think it's not only for us, but it's also for them, because as Brian said, they're humans. They are humans. They have feelings just like us.
Little humans.
Yeah, they're little humans. They have feelings.
But I think it takes maturity, not just being a parent, but it takes maturity to understand the importance and the value of apologizing. And yes, you may not apologize at the same time when you found out that you were wrong. You may not apologize, and I think a lot of times it has to do with ego and pride. But as long as you apologize, it shouldn't matter. You know, I mean, you don't want to wait a week or two when the child ever remember. You know, and then you bring it up again and cause that trauma again if there's trauma.
You want to apologize.
You want to apologize when it's fresh. There have been instances for me, I apologized like a couple minutes after. Like I may have reprimanded, let me give you a classic example. Reprimanded Bria for something, and then Bass would have told me after, it's not Bria, so and so and so and so. Yeah, and then I would have found her wherever she is afterwards. After we cool down a little, if it's something that I'm upset about, and then I would go to her and say, "Mama, I hear that it wasn't you. I'm sorry. Daddy was just annoyed that so and so and so happened." You know, and I think that is what being an adult is. You know, owning up to your mistakes too. Because I can't be teaching her to own up to her mistakes when I don't own up to my mistakes.
Yeah.
So I think it's a life lesson. Just in case pride and ego sometimes that allows us to not want. Because look at this little picnic here. This, for those who don't understand, look at this little child. Who are you that I should apologize to? I am the adult. Even when I'm wrong, you are wrong still. And that comes from cultural upbringings and not wanting to feel vulnerable to a child. You know, so if apologies is full 100%, believe it must be done. As long as even when the child don't understand fully, you can go and say, I'm sorry.
And we'd be surprised at what they actually comprehend and understand. Be surprised.
And you can't force them to apologize without them understanding the value
of
apologizing. Because they just apologize, I'm sorry. Without understanding what it means, what it does to you, and what it does to you. The other part now.
Do children deserve explanations? In general, I think, I don't know if I can say a general yes or no, because I think it's dependent on the situation. Just in a general sense, yes, I think children deserve explanations. But, it comes with a huge but. It depends on the circumstances or whatever it is that they are asking an explanation for. It depends on age and stage. It depends on the situation at hand. Well, that would have been the first one. The situation at hand. It depends on the timing as well. So I think in general, yes, they deserve explanations, but it's not about everything. And it's not all the time you can explain in the moment. Maybe you'd have to explain after. Sometimes the timing is not right. Sometimes you can ask for explanation in front of people who you don't want to explain anything to.
Why, mommy? Why?
Right? Why? So that one, it's not just black and white where that part is concerned for me. What about you?
I think there are times they don't deserve no explanation. They don't need any explanation. Let me give you examples I use. So from both my girls who are young, I teach them a command as it relates to jumping or to just running or to just come when I call. Because in those moments when there is an emergency or when there is cause for concern and I say jump, I do not want them to be asking me why should I jump? Because that may be the difference between life and death. Right? So I do believe that they need explanations all the while. Right? I think when there is a reason that I believe that I need to give that explanation, then I give that explanation. However, there are times when daddy talk and you must just listen. When I say don't question your mother, just listen. Because you want them to have that independence and that ability to have a conversation and to understand things. But you also want them to understand their place in the pecking order at the time. You're a child. You're our child, and sometimes we have no need to explain something. We just want you to do it. Just do it. So that is that. Depends on all of the factors she said, and also how I feel. I don't think I need to explain to you all the while just because. Yeah.
I don't mind explaining, but I also think that time and place and the particular situation. Yeah, but if it's something simple or whatever, even if I don't feel like I need to explain, I don't mind explaining because I also want them to understand.
Yeah, especially when it comes down to reprimanding them, I believe that even if it is not at the moment, you explain why you were punished or why you should not have done what you did.
I believe doing that in the moment though, because children forget things.
Not all the time we have in the moment, family.
Yeah.
I may reprimand and then after the punishment I go back and I say, you know why daddy punished you?
Yeah, but
and they will say no, and I'll say this is the reason why daddy punished you.
Well, that is why you should explain in the moment.
No, but
because if they don't understand,
I think in the moment there are so many emotions at the time.
Effective.
You're crying, you're upset with daddy upset with you. I don't think you're able to logically break down the reasons in the moment. So you go back when the person is calm and cool.
I don't agree with that.
And relax. Because in the moment, daddy said, you're vexed and you're crying, your emotions are running high. You don't really care what the explanation is. You're hurt.
You don't really care.
Anybody. You're hurt.
I don't agree with that because sometimes they really don't know what they're being reprimanded for because they're children. Sometimes they might do some things and it's a big deal to us and it don't mean nothing to them. So I don't agree with that part about not explaining because the point of reprimand or a timeout or whatever is to teach them a lesson. However, if they don't know what they're being taught a lesson about, I think it's pointless. So
we disagree because
that's
I
fine,
think
you
it's
can
pointless
disagree.
to tell them and then you go back and you say, remember what daddy said? No, why? Because I was crying and I was so upset and I was so and so and so. So in the moment with emotions running high as well, I think that can be pointless too. So
well, we can agree to disagree, but I believe that you should explain to them. Yeah. That's it.
let us know what you think.
What?
All the parents, let us know what you think. And how do you go about explaining or apologizing to your children? If you do.
Alrighty. We'll link up again soon, Couplings fam. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking and commenting. Thank you so much for being a part of the Couplings fam. We'll be back with another video.
Tell your uncle, sister, cousin, friend about cufflinks to the end. Tell your uncle, sister, cousin, friend about times with the cufflinks that you spend.
Later, guys.
Stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs. If you had it back there and you're looking for a smile, bringing hope and joy for a day that was wild. Stuff from the cuffs is here to make things bright. In a world so dark, they're bringing some light. Stuff from the cuffs. Stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs, stuff from the cuffs. Go breathe, If you had a bad day and you're looking for a smile, bringing hope and joy for a day that
Listen.
I love it. Start from the coves. Start from
Submitting doesn't mean that you lose your right to talk. Submitting means that you lovingly bring yourself under your husband's authority. When she said husband, I understand where she's coming from, because that is how the African woman refer to it's a sign of respect. Marriage in the Bible, notice that the Bible never tell the wife to love her husband.
That's right.
Because her woman love come naturally. He tell her to submit because that is very hard. Oh yes, because when you talk about a woman who is educated, and that is only the problem in a church. The woman, them have them house, them have them car, them have them this, them have them that, and the somehow we don't have nothing. When a woman submit to you, a young man was coming to counseling the other day, and he called and then said, he asked the question, how long will the session take? And he said, just come man. He said, but I have somewhere to go. If me never mind sharp, I know me still stuck in there talk to him. Because what? The wife was now earning more than him. And he felt emasculated because she started treating like he's a boy. Even when the man wash and cook, I still there. Oh Lord. Even when you earn more money than him, I still there. And you see, our problem is, as somebody said, we don't know each other love language. And because we don't know, every time she talk to you and him talk to you, it becomes like a tongues. And you're for self interpreter. But when you look at each other, you should communicate non-verbally. And many of us as couple don't have that non-verbal communication. You don't look at each other. You don't come behind each other and embrace each other from behind. Kiss them in the neck back or nibble on the ears. Because some of us is so macho. That's why one alone was smiling from here to here. Make it still. One was smiling from here to here. You think you love picnic? Everybody picnic see me and take up our way name. And when they asked the telephone operator, Bridget, the one who married her, how was the honeymoon? The man said, boy, boring. Because when we just ready to get into gear, she said, you only have 1 minute. And it broke the vibes. The one who got married to the nurse, because you know that when you are going to get excited, you are true closer. And I mean, the first time, you come out of gas case, showcase. So you are true close. The nurse said, hold on, brother, keep the place sanitized. Keep the place sanitized. The one who got married to the teacher, immigrant from here to here. And why? She said, when he said, the brother, when me I get on and my figure said me I feel, she said, keep trying. Keep trying. You're gonna get it. God bless you.
stuff from the coves, stuff from the coves.